talking about the night you wrote this letters, you're going to jump off at 0500, and it seemed like the climax of the game. Then you said you was still light.
Yeah.
And you were standing and watching the artillery?
Well, yeah, it just started. It started about the time it was getting dark. It seems to me I remember it started because it was kind of, when we wrote our letters, it was quite late in the evening and we didn't have much light left. But we got our letters because we were writing outside. We were sitting out on the ground writing our letters. And there was not too long after we'd done that, and we'd had a meal. We had had a good meal, and then that's all. And it was quiet. And then all of a sudden, they must have must be a coordinated attack. I imagine. Because it seemed like all the artillery, as far as you could see in each direction, it was artillery shells landing on the German positions. We could look. The horizon is this far, the horizon is far as that. Well, there was Wood Mountain, so we couldn't see everything, some of behind hills and that. But we could see the flash coming up. And you could see those flashes coming steady. It just, flash, was rumbling from our own artillery behind us, those flashes from their firing, and then the sucking sound, and then the rumbling sound when they landed over there, and this went on for hours. They were softening up because the infantry was going in there the next morning. They were softening up the positions, that's what they called it. And I said, we saw it more than once, but this is probably the most dramatic one that I saw. I don't know if it was, I don't call it fascinating or sickening, or maybe more sickening than fascinating, And just thinking of what was going on. So we didn't. I don't know if we got any sleep that night at all, or that, but we probably got some later on. Off and on. You couldn't stay awake all night, no matter what. You had to lay down. But I know it was because of course we were so apprehensive at 0500 that it was, you couldn't really relax and go to sleep really. But I suppose we did sleep on and off. You had to, no matter what. Well, anyway, I remember that when we talked about March 14th and that letter. And that would be in the same evening and night that we were writing that letter.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they gave you any kind of, the letter, when you say the climax of the game, and then there are all these artillery going off, did they give you the little infantry guys, any indication that this was something big? Anything bigger than any other time?
Oh, we expect there must be something big because we'd never seen as much artillery. We'd see, they were continually doing it.
Yeah.
But this seemed like it was so, was so much more of it than we normally would see. So we kind of thought, well, this must be, and it was a big push, They were coordinated.
Well, then in the next 2 days, you captured Bitche.
Yeah. Then they went on through that area there. So it was a big thing. But we didn't really realize just what, you didn't know what you're going to get into because you hadn't seen it, But
did this artillery barrage remind you of anything the Krauts had done? did it remind you of anything the Krauts had done to you? That artillery barrage?
Well, then I guess we probably weren't thinking about it at the same time, but it was somewhat the same as what the Krauts did to us on that Operation Nordwind on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
When they did, they must have used all artillery they had for I don't know how far.
Yeah.
So that's when we were on the receiving end.
Yeah.
But this time, the Krauts were on the receiving end. So I can't even imagine what was going on over in their positions, but you can imagine that. And so that, when they're thinking about on March 14th, it just reminds me of that evening. It just is like I'm just like I'm standing there like you had it was that, I don't know what you call it.
Like a movie camera with sound, huh? Jeez.
Yeah. Just steady.